Production element earlier. We're not just going to end this with a few tears and some raised hands. I wonder if there's any folks in the house that have a shout left in you to thank God for what He's done tonight. I know He touched your mind. I know He healed your body. But I've come to the place tonight to give Him thanks with my praise. How many know He's worthy? He picked me up when sin knocked me down. He placed my feet on higher ground. Not only by the grace, you say, David, help me out. If you ask me how I made it through the storm and the rain, not by might, nor by power, by your spirit I overcame. If you ask me how I made it through the storm and through the rain, not by might, nor by power, by your spirit I overcame. He picked me up. By the hand. Turn to your neighbor and grab him by the hand. Some of y'all need to get out of your seat and grab somebody by the hand right now. We're about to shout every wall of Jericho down in this house right now. There's about the atmosphere. I want you to say, neighbor, I'm gonna shout for you, and you're gonna shout for me. We're gonna shout, I made it. And I want you to jump as high as you can. I want you to shout as loud as you can. 1, 2,